Are you an entrepreneur? How an entrepreneur really thinks. Are you an entrepreneur? Maybe you're an entrepreneur and never realized it because you haven't started new businesses yet. Even a modest study of psychometric testing, personality profiling, will show you that being a true entrepreneur is made possible by your personality makeup. When you're a true entrepreneur, there's a default in your mindset that comes from two primary sources. Unshakable self-confidence. The ability and desire to think on your feet. Other significant elements of being an entrepreneur include being a fierce competitor, needing to be in control, and an overwhelming desire to do what others will not, or cannot do, just because they can. Absence of doubt. Entrepreneurs have a unique way of looking at things. Absence of doubt is a fundamental aspect of all entrepreneurial thinking. There is never a thought of, this can't be done. Of course, it can be done. The only question is, do I want to do it? There is never any thought of how either. If anyone, has done it before, it's as good as done before they start. If it's something that has never been done before, rather than think of the reasons why, how, or when, an entrepreneur is more focused on the winning, fame, glory, and profit of being the first to get it done. The how is really insignificant at that point. Their unshakable self-confidence has carried them through all manner of challenges, problems, disasters, and outrageous victories. It will carry them through this adventure too. They just know it. In addition, entrepreneurs rarely consider the risk involved. Risk is reserved for those mere mortals who don't have their superpowers. At no point does any entrepreneur attempt to make money. They will make money all right, but whether it's enough or whether it's quick enough may well be a deal breaker, because entrepreneurs get bored easily. They will walk away from amazing opportunities, because they have just had enough. It's never about the money really. Ask any entrepreneur if they've walked away from massive paydays just because they were done with that project, opportunity, or business. Most of them will have a list. Unconventional thinking. Entrepreneurs are action-oriented people. They don't like being caught up in the small details of anything. They are the absolute best at starting anything, but probably the worst at staying with it. It's not because they can't, it's just that new projects are so much more exciting. They are unconventional in the way they think and the way they do things. They will change the way things are done, just because they can. They are adventurers, pioneers, and creative thinkers who have results as their primary goal. Consider these qualities. Present moment mindset. They have no fear and spend zero time thinking about yesterday. They know that today is where it all happens. They will start early and finish late to get ahead of any schedule, timescale, or competitor. Their work is an adventure. They have no concept of real work, because everything they do is fun for them. The moment it begins to feel like work, they are gone. They are the first out of the door when the fun stops. This is why you'll never find any real entrepreneur in an employee situation. They don't like conforming to anyone else's rules. They don't like being told what to do, either. They are truly independent thinkers. Being an entrepreneur is almost like having an obsessive-compulsive mindset, which is why many have been described by family members as workaholics. The entrepreneurs themselves don't see it like that, of course, but everyone around them does. Entrepreneurs are not great planners. It's not because they can't, it's because planning more than a few steps ahead is pointless in their eyes. Rather than have any kind of detailed plan or blueprint to follow, they view business and even life itself as if they were driving down the freeway at night. You have your high beam lights on that illuminate the next 200 yards of the highway. You can see what is happening in those 200 yards and you have the time to stop, change lanes, or maneuver around any obstacle. They trust that as they drive along, in that constantly moving 200 yards of space, they will be able to react and respond to everything that comes their way, and it's all totally under their control. That's all any entrepreneur needs, the next 200 yards. Their ability to think on their feet, to change direction at will, and to let their intuition run free will take care of everything, and they never doubt that, ever. Working with an entrepreneur. Working with an entrepreneur can be challenging. They have a constant flow of new ideas, perspectives, and projects. They don't care much for planning and they have no time for waiting. They live very much in the now and struggle to understand why everyone doesn't think like them. This is why true entrepreneurs are solitary beasts who work very well on their own, or as the leader of a team, but very rarely as a member of a team. The only rules they are interested in are those they make themselves. On the plus side, being close to a good entrepreneur is a wonderful education, it's always fun, and is like playing the accelerated game of life every day. Do these qualities describe you? Maybe you're a true entrepreneur too. Thanks for watching our video. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and share our video. Be good to yourself, and stay healthy.